Hey girls, it's Monday and it is pretty darn late. I actually just got home from seeing Harry Potter with my in-laws and my husband. It was a couple days late, but as you remember, I was hanging out with Susan when the movie came out, so I didn't get a chance to see it until now, and I loved it. I thought it was great. I was a little bit nervous that the second part of the book had so much action in it that it would feel like one big action scene, but it had enough of like lulls and different things going on that it felt like its own movie. It didn't just feel like a tacked on climax to all the buildup that we had from the first movie, which is really great. And that kind of leads into what I thought that we should talk about this week, which is film adaptations of books, because it's a common complaint from readers that the movie is never as good as the book. And I don't know how writers feel about seeing their writing turned into a novel. Obviously, that's not something that a lot of writers get to experience. I know that John Green has talked a lot about how he feels about adaptations, and it's really surprising to hear from an author who says that he doesn't feel like a film has to follow a book to the letter. And the more that I think about that, I think that the more that it makes sense, because looking back at it, like take the Twilight movies for instance. The Twilight movies are incredibly boring and predictable and straightforward because they're basically following the books to the letter. And a book chronologically and a book the way that it's laid out is not cohesive to a movie, because it's a different kind of storytelling. You fill in a lot more in your head, and I feel like the movies in that series pay such close attention to being true to the books that they fail at being interesting movies. With Harry Potter, a lot of people have complained about what the films have left out, and in some cases, yes, the films have left out important things. The most important thing to me in this film was to make sure that Snape's chapter about Lily was truthful and loyal to the way that the chapter was in the book, because it was my favorite chapter. Not only in that book, but in the entire series. I'm a Snape fangirl. That Snape is just an amazing, amazing, amazing character. And yes, I was disappointed with the way that they did those scenes in a way, but at the same time, I was glad that they did as much of it as they did. So it's just kind of like you take what you can get, and it's all up to the director's interpretation and everything. And that's why they have awards for adapted screenplays. And it's not for the best screenplay that followed the book to the letter. It's the idea of adapting a novel into a screenplay is a really tasking process, and it's an art form in a way just to interpret that, and you have to have a certain perspective to do it. And I appreciate when a screenplay writer actually has the courage to go off a little bit and to interpret things in his own way. Rachel challenged me to show around where I film. I'm filming on my laptop right now. I can't really show you my laptop. And I'm filming in my bedroom right now. It's kind of messy, but here goes. My challenge is for you to say one thing that has been on your mind for a long time, and you haven't said it. You're holding it in. What is it? For me, there's always something that I'm keeping to myself, but I'm challenging you to say it out loud. Danielle. Girls, I will see you next Monday, and Tara, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.